boring. Ulitin natin yung ating background music. Hello guys! Good evening, good afternoon, whatever we call it. Para kasing may araw pa pero paggabi na rin. So, good afternoon na lang or good evening, whatever you want. Ayan, huge shoutouts to everyone who's currently here. Shoutouts to Kevin Rabago and also to Ricky Silva. Actually, First Blood Ricky Silva was currently watching on YouTube. Wait, I think my BGM music is too loud. Is it? Let me know.
What's the point in us if I never know?
Is it
If you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go.
Ayusin natin. Ayun. Hello din kay Peter. Kay Peter. Ayan, so we're gonna do something different on this stream. Like instead of playing, we might be checking some VODs from the game yesterday and the first day of the tournament of Bast. So, ayun, di ako mainly maglalaro. Maybe, I don't know. Uy, thank you, kay Jasmine. Kala mo natutulog ka, Penguin. Ayan, shoutout sa mga ka-team ko yan. Shoutout kay Miguel Ibay, Mayla Villarino, John Beneliso, and also to Kyle Esperon. Thank you po sa shoutout kahapon, Madam Kai. Ayan, kahit sa chat lang. Of course, Flurken. Ang galing niyo po mag-host kahapon. Grabe, nakakapagod yung kahapon, guys, because we started at 4 p.m. Actually, naka-standby kami 2 p.m. pa lang. Then we ended the program at around 9:30 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. So, ayun. Thank you for the kind appreciation, Kurt. How's Marvel Super War in comparison to other MOBAs? Definitely, I believe that parang Miss Universe, I believe that Marvel Super War has its own identity. Bukod sa kilala na kasi yung brand na Marvel Super War, yung gameplay niya, I like it. Yung mechanics ng laro, I like it as well because very similar siya sa other MOBA games na mahilig kong laruin. Like, yun nga, toot and toot. But basically, may laning phase, may jungler, ayun, so I think I like it. And also the graphics is very nice, of course. And if you're a super fan of Marvel Super War, you definitely would love the game. Mahina ba yung boses ko? Hello to Jim Parungaw. Oh, I cannot mention that. Pug. PUG. I cannot mention that game. Heart, sabi ni John Beneliso. Heart. Good afternoon kay Kyle Esperon. Hello to Nathan Sayo, Filipino ka, no? And then you're just feeling, ano ka lang dyan? Feeling, Vietnamese? Ganon? Hello kay Melvin Acol Tumagan. Good afternoon as well to you. Enjoy streaming. Thank you so much. PUG, you're most welcome. Hello to Kit Kat Rivera. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Also to Drake Valderrama. Tagal lang ng queue. Great potential, sabi ni Ricky Silva. Well, what I would love to do on this stream is, yun nga, check natin yung mga laro na nangyayari dun sa Tournament of Bast. And if gusto nyong aralin or like tignan natin yung mga games nila kasi most especially I think it's very interesting if we will check out yung mga laro ng mga teams na nakapasok like IPT, Saints, Aximans, and Digital Devils Zeus. So I think it's gonna be very interesting to check how their game went. Like titignan natin kung ano yung mostly bans nila. Which I believe makakatulong syempre sa, sa mga maglalaban during the playoffs. Is that good? I mean, this is kasi, I love competitive, I love esports, and like, checking out statistics of different stuff. So, yun, tignan lang natin. So, gagawin ko dito ay, wait lang, mag-add ako ng display capture. Hopefully this one will work. Oh yan, gumana siya. I'm gonna add screen capture. Wait, nakaharap kasi aking cellphone. Mate. Waiting sa review. Hello, Benok! Ayan, sa mga mahilig dyan mag-competitive, mga analysis, yan, you can join me here. Oh, Shoota Dells. Okay, where's it? Okay. Inaayos ko lang yung layout, guys. So that, ayan. So, ganyan, o. Pak. Okay, ayusin din natin yun dun sa... Ito pa kasi naayos ko na the video capture, the display capture. Ano ba yung music? Playing some BGMs eh. And I don't know if you can actually hear it, guys. Natin. There we go. Alright. So, yeah. Basa muna ulit tayo ng comments dito. Uy! Tito G! Thank you so much. Legit daw ba yung ayuda? Tanong ni Ricky Silva. What ayuda? Tito G, thank you so much for the raid. Ang aga mo natapos. Uy! Thank you so much for the 250 stars kay Dalawan. Bakit hindi nag-alert? Wait, ba't ganun? Nangyari sa Streamlabs ko. Wow! Thank you kay Dalawan for the 250 stars. Wait, sige lang. Gusto ko ng mapapagre-restan ng aking paa, ng aking legs. Okay, let me just back read a little bit. Oh, you can't mention it during the stream because I remember you create content on that game as well, right? Yes, but specifically for the stream because this is, you know, exclusive. We can only talk about Marvel Super War, or we can only have a mention about Marvel Super War. Buti yung mga games namin kayo nag-cast, kaya nag-improve ng game. Thank you, Kevin! Kevin, what is your team? What's the name of your team? Yeah, that's what I love doing. Kasi guys, di ba nasa competitive ako ng ibang game. I'm currently playing as a pro player in a specific game. And ayun, mahilig. Ito talaga yung gusto ko. I mean, before being a shoutcaster, mas gusto ko maglaro competitively because that's what I love doing ever since I think yung mga CS, hindi CSGO, na nga yung mga CS time, Ragnarok, Clash of Clans, nag-start yung mobile, na mahilig din ako mag-ganon-ganon, yung mga guild, clans, ganyan. Tapos nung lumabas yung Toot dito sa Philippines, it's a mobile MOBA game, nung sumikat siya, nag-boom. Talagang gusto ko talaga mag-competitive. But yun nga lang, wala masyado kasing kumukuha sa mga girls. Ganyan, wala masyadong puwang. Walang puwang para sa girls. That is why, ayun, nagkaroon ng opportunity sa shoutcasting. So, tinuloy ko na lang yung shoutcasting. So, ayun. Anong team name mo, Kevin Rabago? That's why, nung so, di ba, nagkaroon ng opportunity sa casting, blah, 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 blah. Tapos, nung nagkaroon na ng mga open opportunity sa mga female teams, doon ako nakapasok. Doon ako nag-try. Kaya, kung mapapansin nyo, medyo lesson na yung mga casting ko ngayon because I really wanted to try, basically, yung pag-pro, yung competitive play. Half P, half Noy po. Sabi ni Nathan Sayo. Magandang hapon sa iyo, Wilson Bibit. Ayan. Hello kay Eileen Galang Tabige, yung mga galing sa stream ni Tito G. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys have fun staying in here. We're gonna do some VOD reviews from the games ng IPT, ng Aximan, and ng yun nga, ng Saints and Digital Devils. So again, thank you so much to Kay Dalawan for the 250 stars. Hello to Marv Par, and also to Rolly Seta. Peter, of course, who has been here since the start. Kakastart ko na stream, yung today's stream. Christian De La Rosa, thank you so much as well for being here. Butch, Tito G, of course, for the raid. And syempre, support lang natin Tito G as well as Jukes TV. Chicks Game, hello to you. Carlo, guys, I just would love to mention your name para hindi kayo makaligtaan. Digital Devil, si Kevin. Nice. Gotcha. Thank you for the clarification. Sorry, I didn't know earlier. Anyway, have a good stream, Kaisaya. A bunch of buddies of mine tell me to swing by your streams, how we can collab in esports commentating one time. Ooh, for sure. Well, if I'm available, that's not gonna be any problem, PUG. Yeah, that is true. Tama yung sinabi ni Frederick Manawan, but I can mention the name. Tootcaster, dati si Ate Kai. Yes, that's where I actually started. Hello to Paul King Sipid and Maru Pasqua. Ayan. Okay, now let us start with the VOD review. I'm gonna be wait, I have to check the dashboard as well. Doon na lang tayo mag-review sa YouTube. Yung live stream mula sa YouTube ng Let's search Marvel Super War. Good afternoon, Maru. Okay, let's start with group stage day 1. I'm just gonna be checking my alerts. Test start. Ayun. Okay. So it's good. Okay. I think babaan muna natin yung music na to, no? Hanap tayo ng game we're in. Mare-review natin. Teka, sorry yung baba ng quality, Let us increase the quality. So, hanapin natin yung mga games na, so yung mga, sorry about that. Yung mga games na i-review natin ay yung sa IPT, yung sa Aximans, Saints, and Digital Devils Zeus. Okay. So, yan yung mga i-review natin. Okay. Let's find their games. What I love doing is actually, tingnan natin to. First is, kapag nag-aaral ako or ina-analyze ko yung mga teams is, I check what are their mostly picked champions, mostly banned champions. Tapos, iti-take note ko lahat yon using Google Sheets. And then, titignan yung ikot nila. Yung usual na comp na rerun nila. So, basically, tracking of most bans, most pick, tapos yung usual usual rotations. So, hindi ko sure kung matatapos natin everything within 2 hours. But, yeah. Uy, thank you, Kay Dalawan again for the 100 stars. May message siya sa akin dito. Rooting for Saints. Sabi niya, yung dati kong player, si Ricky Roy, yan, Saints siya. So, I thought, sino tong naglalaban? PGS and Kidlat. So, I think we will skip this one out. Ito, Aximans and Tony Trua. Let's check this. So, punta tayo sa drafting nila, no? Aximans versus Tony Trua. Let's just rewind a little bit. Okay. Wait. Ba't ganun? Gulo ako. Bakit ganun? Bakit ito? Bakit ito yung lumabas? Diba Aximan tsaka Tony Trua? PJS tapos may Kidlat. Sila talaga yun. Sila fade pala yung okay. Sila fade pala yung Aximan. Okay. Naguluhan ako doon. Hindi kasi ako nag-custom day 1, so I didn't know. Okay, tama ba? Okay, siya lang. Okay, so let us check. What I usually do is just prepare a Google Sheet. Sorry about that. Google Sheet kung saan nilalagay ko yung mga stats and all. So, ito maganda to. I hope makatulong tong content na to para sa mga teams na lalaban sa next Saturday sa playoffs ng Marvel Super War Tournament of Bast. Kasi dito natin titignan and isa-summarize yung mga stuff or information about the team. So, nakita natin dito, di ba? For the side of, sino nga to? Ito, Aximans to, di ba? So, Aximans, meron silang bans ng Venom. That's what they love doing. Or running. Meron din silang Mysterio. Tama ba yung spelling ko ng Mysterio? Ay, yan. Pix. Ayan. Si Star-Lord. Dapat di ko na ginagawa pala. Sorry. This is what I love doing during my pag wala akong ginagawa. Star-Lord. Pag sa mga walang use. Cloak and Dagger. Ay, wrong spelling ako. And Dagger. Ant-Man. And sino nga to? Deadpool. So, sample lang to Feeling ko kasi hindi natin matatapos lahat. Pero, yun nga. Pag ganyan, like yung sa mga teams na gusto kong aralin, I take a look at ano yung mga most bans nila, most pick. And then I put it in here sa mga list ng champions. So, like that. I don't know if you can see. So, I just like in here, pick, ban, picks and ban. Basically, it's a stats. Tapos kung... Ay, hindi. Wait, tapos, sorry. Pick, ban, tapos kung win or lose. So, usually, this is, of course, a formula of... Ganyan. So, sample lang to. Maybe we'll just have this for one team. Tapos, kung win or loss, so you update it. Tapos, so you do that for every team. I might do this for this one, kung syempre, kung maganda yung, kung may oras pa tayo, but that's just a sample. I'm gonna give you a sample lang okay. Like what I do for a different game, but sample na lang to on how it actually looks like. Let me just check. Okay, this one. I'll give you a sample. So, this is what I do. This is what I do. Like, sobrang daming data, di ba? So, like in here, there's information ng gaano kadala siya. For every matches to, for every matches ng bawat team. So, may idea ka kung ano yung mga meta champions and everything. With that, you are able to generate kung ano ba yung mga mostly na gagamit sa bawat role, di ba? So, you see what's working and what's not working, ano yung mga most ban and all. So, that's just a sample. Pero hindi ako magtatagal dyan because that's not the game is all about. So, ayun yung pwedeng gawin dito. Actually, since dalawa lang naman yung araw ng naging group stage, madali lang i-gather yung info. But I think we're gonna be focusing on the VOD review ngayon. So, ayan, tignan natin dito. Composition, review muna natin dito yung lineup nila. So, with the Venom, with the Star-Lord, Ant-Man, dito, let's check dito kung sino may mga CC. We don't have a CC lock for sure, but we have knock-ups coming from the Ant-Man dito, so that's good. Pero si Ant-Man yata ilalagay sa top side. So, in terms of Fresco, kailangan siguro may priority dito yung jungle na tutulungan niya si top lane na makapag-clear fast in such a way makaka-join siya sa mga potential team fights or mga contestion ng objectives like yung that of the Bast. Para naman sa side dito ng, ano ang team to? Yung kanan? Tony Trua Esports yung nasa kanan, red side. Lock they don't really have, but they have the slows na rin naman. And of course, yung grasp dito or yung hook dito ni Groot. So, at least they have knock-ups. Also, syempre, coming from itong si Ghost Rider na rin. So, mas marami, kung masasabi natin, mas marami yung mga CC na nandito para sa side ng Team Tony Trua Esports. Now, yung usual na tatanong mo kasi, kapag after mo mag-draft, actually, before ka mag-draft, ano yung gusto mong i-play? Diba? Ano yung mga gusto mong iba na champions para magawa yung comp na gusto nyo? So, I guess dito, kaya binandito yung Venom din. Siyempre, most likely, respect din yan, diba? Dahil ang lakas talaga ni Venom ngayon. AoE damage din naman dito from the Mysterio. Very understandable. Kasi squishy rin naman tong si Star-Lord. So, as is tong si Cloak and Dagger, yung support nila. As well as itong Deadpool and Doctor Strange. Kumbaga, ayaw lang nilang madagdagan ng mga umiikot na AoE damage or yung ibibigay. So, at the same time, dito naman, and I think that's the reason why, kung may prayo kasi sila dito kay Star-Lord, diba, gusto mong tanggalin yung mga pwedeng maging pahamak, o magiging, pwedeng pumatay para kay Star-Lord. So, I think ito yung talagang tinanggal nila doon, or prinayo ban. Tikita naman yung cursor ko, diba? So, yun. Tapos, dito naman sa side ng execution, I think more on bibigay of course ng space. Magbibigay ng space dito yung Groot of course, and of course itong si Thor para maka free hit yang si Gambit. I think mas may based on draft based on na lang parang perspective ko lang. I think mas yung Aximans dito, mas meron silang plano nung nagda-draft sila dito kasi they know which one to ban, to give that way para kay Star-Lord. Pero, tignan na lang natin sa execution kasi both naman kayang kumbaga hindi mali yung draft. Hindi rin mali yung draft ng kahit sinong team dito. So, tignan natin paano nila in-execute to. Hello kay John Paul Miranda! Happy streaming ulit! Ay, nabasa ko na pala to, sorry. So, let's start. Ayan. Wait, siguro dito, ano na natin? Pakinggan natin yung game sounds.
Oh, here we have it, of course.
Here we go. Inaan lang natin ng konti.
Ghost Rider and Ant-Man watch the game. Make sure that guys, I know it are
Ito na.
as well, so you would be able to watch the
So,
games.
I
So, here we have
believe
it, of course.
kapag may Groot ka sa composition,
Rider
dapat
and
talaga
Ant-Man
nag-aggressive
into top
play ka.
Into the middle lane, we have the Doctor Strange and the Iron Man.
I believe you should go for aggressive play. So I think yung
and
Tony
the,
Trua Esports hindi nila na-utilize
the
dito.
Groot as well
Hindi natin makita nga lang kasi kung anong game time to. Kasi
is the Iron Man.
nakatago sa taas kung ilan
The Ghost Rider,
Wait
the
lang,
Ghost Rider
lakihan
and
natin
the
ng
Gambit
konti.
is on the bottom
Ayan,
lane.
kita nyo ba?
And right now,
Ayan.
nothing's so
Hello,
happening.
shout
We're 1
out
minute into the game.
Kay
Yep.
Alvin or Kuya.
As you can see
Ano?
right now, only
Or Kia.
is on the bottom side.
So I think yun na yung unang mali na nagawa. Hindi naman sa mali, pero na-miss na chance ng Tony Trua Esports. They should have utilized the Groot para at least ma-pressure yung jungle camp ng Aximan. Kasi yun yung hindi natin nakita na nangyari, di ba, sa early. Balikan nga natin.
Any weather, so make sure you stay at home
Ayan
and make sure that your connections.
Ayan, take a look at this one, guys. Sa minimap kayo tumingin. Kung nakikita nyo. Sana nakikita nyo. Sana nakikita nyo. Dito naman, di ba, sa bot side nag-start yung jungle ng Aximan. And I think, ang ginawa ng Tony Trua Esports, at least the Groot should have capitalized on the hook potential that he can do. Yung mga reset. Oh, hello, Arai. Sorry. Okay, I will explain in English because I think we have someone who cannot understand Tagalog. All right. So as I was saying a while ago, when you have a Groot in your composition, you should have utilized the hook capability, the capability of the Groot to invade, not really invade, but at least disrupt the jungle of your opponent. So in this case, I think the Groot was very passive, or maybe it's not in the plan on the side of Tony Trua Esports. So I think it's a missed opportunity that in the first hand that they should have. So I think they just let the side of Aximan to just farm. So that was kind of missed. I think that's the first point that they can take in here for the side of Tony Trua.
The Groot as well into the jungles.
And next, okay, I cannot say because the minimap is covered.
As you can see right now,
Okay, so there are some tech issues on the stream. I think during the first day of the tournament of Bast.
This set is going to happen, not well.
So yeah, I think this is pretty standard. We're not gonna review any of those. Okay, in here though. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Okay, here's the thing. On the tops, I'm not sure if you can see it, but the moment I believe the top laner on the side of Tony Trua Esports did not have that information as to where the opponent jungler is, he should have not just go for that fight, 1v1 fight against the Ant-Man on the top side, because you should always expect, okay, the opponent's jungle is missing, so where is he? He could be planning on to the gang. Other thing that you can use as a hint will be, okay, my opponent my opponent top laner is actually being very confident about having that 1v1 fight against me. So maybe he has a backup. You should always check your gut feel. So in this case, 2407 kind of did not respect that one, but at least he was able to be safe, I believe. So
this is just a.
But if you can see, we can see this Doctor Strange is already trying to give some backup on the top side, but we can't see, so we cannot describe it fully.
Here and look at that.
Let us see.
Look at this.
It's kind of hard to see the minimap. It's hard to review this one.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Let's
Using
watch
this already
for the meantime.
Use the health cycle. Pretty good decision. I agree with you. We're gonna see some game or just as much as possible. Give it all away. Just for it.
Exactly. Well, maybe.
Let's see. Okay, so first objective take. Let's see how both of the teams will actually rotate. So as you can see in here, right before the Bast spawn, Fade, the Ant-Man is already doing a lot of fast push on the top side. That basically means he might probably would want to go for an assist and taking the first objective of the game. And sino po bet yung team? Which team I like? I'm not so sure. I mean, I wasn't able to watch the first day, but second day definitely Saints has something to give in this event. But yeah, going back to our review, you can see that Fade, the Ant-Man, is trying to go for a fast push on the top side. So two ideas that he would want to do on that one. He could either go for an assist right before the Bast comes up, or he could go for a first push turret. So either of that, that's something you should expect. So the question in here, what should Tony Trua Esports do? Should I give an assist onto 2408, or should they go for find a pick off onto Fade as well? So that's one of the things that they can do, but they have to make sure that it is gonna be a win fight or a win gap, because if they lose there, or if they die right before an objective comes up, they're gonna be losing. They're gonna lose that early head on to position themselves in the bush. Because if you win the fight in here while Fade is actually overextending, you can actually capitalize on, okay, once you get the kill in here, you can shove the wave here, on the top, and then try to find a gank nearby the first objective. So you don't really have to start it, but at least find a gank while the Ant-Man is gone.
Into that of the
So
Ant-Man, but
in
that's
here,
it.
let's see what are the teams are actually gonna be doing.
Like see start HP. But yeah, I think with there's a
Okay,
1v1
where's
on
the fight? I think this is on the top side, so let's see
Here.
how
Sorry.
they're gonna be reacting.
Clearing the minion.
Oh, this I like this. I believe in this minimap, if you take a look at the minimap, not too sure if you can see it, but you can see Doctor Strange is actually waiting for a pickoff. He is waiting for a pickoff. But I'm not too sure if it's a wise idea that it's actually the Doctor Strange waiting for the pickoff. It could be the Cloak and Dagger too. But I think it's fine because Ant-Man is in there as well in the mid. Hello, Christian Fortaleza. Ant-Man is there in the mid anyway. So in case there's the Super Soldier form that he can go for, so that he can probably knock a particular target that might roam around there in that area. So let's see though. I'm not so sure if they were able to pick a target on that
Look
one.
at this. The Bast is now out, and we're gonna be seeing.
They
the
did,
first
I
fight
believe.
here, and
At
look
least,
at
there you
Bast
go.
trying to get away. Where are you going?
Yeah,
Go,
that's a
go,
good
get the first
gap
kill.
in the
And
mid
look at
lane
that.
with a
Red
backup
trying to
coming
get
from
away
Fade,
as
of
well. Where are
course,
you
the
going?
Ant-Man.
The Gambit is now out as well, and they're going to be able
So
to take down
it's
not
understandable
one, but two, and of course,
how
the first
Aximans won that
as
fight.
well.
Again, it's because they took advantage of their early position in the Bast by ganking or preparing a gank in the mid bush.
Like
So
that.
that's good. That's a good like decision making by Ant-Man, Fade, as well as
And
the
is it
Doctor
done yet? No,
Strange.
it is not done yet. Here we
So since Tony Trua Esports side has a lot of casualties,
have it. That is
Aximans get the upper advantage on positioning themselves in the objective. So you see, it's like just basically finding a window before finding an advantage before you position yourselves in the objectives, because it's gonna be always a 50-50 fight if you start an objective while the rest of the opponents are alive. So that's one thing you can think about.
To go for on their backline, which is the Groot.
So that's good, that's
Even though
good.
Groot is
Just not too
support,
sure if they're gonna
just
be swapping lanes. Yeah, they're gonna be swapping lanes in here because the bot turret is already pressured. And
huge advantage.
it's time for the
from
marksman
Aximan
Simple
right
to
now.
go for the top pressure as
Right,
well.
look at this, another team fight is coming into the top lane while they're
So
trying
this
to
is
push
good
into
as
that
well
turret, but
because
not
there's the
gonna happen,
advance.
though. There we go. The
I don't know.
Ghost Rider is gonna go in for the ult here, but is going to get jacked and gets.
Let me see. Let us see what will happen in here.
They're gonna be billion a lot of damage, but it doesn't matter. That's good.
So what I like about Aximan's rotation in here is basically they know which lane to prioritize and what they want to do. So later on, after I review this particular match, I'm gonna tell you how Aximan is playing their game, or how it is like, how is their decision making is like,
Goes down once again.
based from this match, of
Another
course.
missing play coming from Aximan, even though they got a low HP right now. There's actually, if you didn't see it, Thor going for respawn. He'll Or
So yeah,
the Starlord,
they are
because
very
Starlord is definitely
disciplined
doing all the work here.
in the
I'm not
game.
saying for the definitely now for
Actually,
and are they gonna be
they
able
know
to
which
capitalize
turret
on
to
how he's gonna be able to
prioritize.
escape? But look at that Dread is going to be able to never mind the hook from Togoro again going down as well. But
Okay.
take down that one.
So I now understand how
Right, it's
Aximan drafts and play the game. Gonna be playing some background music meantime. So let's summarize it. Okay, what is this? Hey. Okay, so let us summarize it. Based on how I saw Aximan, they love to, based on the first game only, right? So they love to draft. They love to draft. Based on their draft, this is Aximan, okay? Aximan. Get to know Aximans. At least from this first game. I have to watch their other games even further. But on their first game, one of their play style will be, and draft style will be this. So for the draft, they love split pushers. For the bot, like fast push or split pusher, split push marksman. And for the top side, they like high sustain with high sustain fast respo hero like that of the Ant-Man. And their rotation is like very standard, no invade, at least how we saw it from this game. But what they do is the jungle find gank, and as we saw it, he ganked the top side. They find the gank, and before objective early, this is early. Okay, this is early, and before objective find pick off. And this could either be in the top or in the mid. But what happened in this game that we just saw, it happened in the mid. And before objective, fast shove top hero, like how do you call it? Solo laner. Top hero, which was the Ant-Man a while ago, so that find pick off, top help, find pick off. There you go. Top help. Hello, BJ! I'm just doing some reviews, VOD review. Yeah, huge shoutouts to you. So yeah, this is Aximans, okay? So this is how we're gonna be revealing each team's rotation. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys do this as well, but I'd love to do this for the community, So yeah, so before objective, top player. How do you call it? Solo player here, top hero. I just understand it. Top, help, find, pick off. Either in the top or in the mid. So after that, they take the objective. Take objective, okay? And then while during objective, they also go. And then I saw as well. This is all together. Pressure. Put priority in bot wave. Like shove it as well, just like how we saw it. I don't know if later on I'm gonna try to find a map so I can show you how they're actually rotating. So take objective, and not during the objective, after objective, they're gonna, so because they got prio in the bot side. It's so hard to like explain everything in English, but I'm gonna try my best. So after, because you have prio in the bot wave, your opponents are gonna get pressured about defending the turret, right? So you're able to freely take objective or find that pick off that you would want to do, right? So once you get some kills or pick off from your opponent, then you are free to take objective. So that, just like how we saw it a while ago, in their matchup against Tony Trua Esports, you're able to take down two members from the side of X. Hello, Panda user. It's okay. Thank you. So yeah, wait, where am I? So yeah, after they are able to kill 2 members from the side of Tony Chua Esports, then it's gonna be a free objective tape because it was a successful pick off that happened. So I hope you understand what I'm typing in here. So I hope it is understandable. So yeah, after the objective, it was successful. Especially take objective, take turret, prio, take it down, just like what happened a while ago. They were able to successfully take down the bot lane part of the map because again, their bot lane is a fast push, split push type marksman. So it's gonna be an easy task for them. So after objective, they're gonna go for the swap lanes, and if usually this could be a prio by the jungle support and the marksman, but the top laner can join as well if it's a neutral wave anyway in the bot side part of the map, so at least they can just put pressure on the top side as well, and then just take turret because again they got a fast push, split push kind of marksman. So yeah, and after that just dive it in because you got the early lead. You snowballed because you were able to take kills, you were able to take the objective. So all you gotta do is to just basically you can dive under the turret of your opponent because you got the prio because of your fast push, split pusher, marksman, and you got the assist from your jungle support as well. And I think during that match that we saw a while ago, even the top laner assisted on that dive on the top because they are really eager about taking that turret. So yeah, even the mid laner assisted, so that's good. It's like a 5-man gang, so no wonder you'll win that fight. So that's another thing you should always take a look at about the number games. So is this a 5v3 fight on the top side? Definitely, if you are in the upper advantage in terms of numbers, you can win it. So you just have to be very confident about putting that play. So, and the rest is history. The rest has happened. After taking the turret up top, they were able to take the control over the mid lane, and that's very important because of course your mid lane turret going down must definitely mean that you've got a good vision on the jungle camp of the opponent as well as the map control as well. So I think Aximan in this game, in their game up against Tony Chua Esports, they had a good early start. So yeah, that's what happened. Marvel Super War map. I don't know if I'll be able to find one. I think no, we don't have. Because if we have, I would love to put some drawings on top of it and show you guys their actual rotations. But if you guys were able to understand anyway my verbal explanation, and then that is good. So yeah, that is it for that is it for the match of Aximans versus Tony Chua Esports. Yes, according to Arise, mid first start is important for jungle and map, definitely, because you will be able to give a lot of pressure against your opponent. Hashtag Coach Kaisaya. Hello, Coach Machu. Coach Machu is my coach in a different game. Game Toot, which I cannot mention. So yeah, okay, that's it for Aximan. I think we should so if you want to screenshot, guys, this is what Aximan, this at least for the first game, because they can have different plans in different scenarios in different games, and also based on the draft that they will be able to build. But this is one of the compositions and the rotations that Aximans is running. So I need to try in my game. See you soon. But of course, if you are playing solo queue, it's gonna be hard to do this because this is 5-man. It requires team coordination. So yeah, let us copy paste that one first, so at least I have some information which I can share to my fellow casters. Alright, so let's take a look at... Okay, let me just see. Okay, who's next? It's gonna be Aximent on a Trua. Is it again? Is it them again? Is it them who won, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Is it? Yeah, it is them who won. Just get a good early start and everything else is gonna be easy unless you're choking. Oh, if Coach Magic can hear this, we talk about choke. And it was my team from a while ago. Wait. Okay, next is IPT. IPT versus Toddy. No, wait, what? Wait, I gotta drink some water. I gotta drink some water because I keep on talking from a while ago. Alright, this is Parabellum Vindicta versus Imperium Pro Team. Okay. We're gonna check out specifically Imperium Pro Team. Imperium Pro Team because they're the one who got in. They are the one who got in. So let us check. Okay, the draft first. Let's just try to understand. Let us fast forward this one. Let's fast forward this one. Okay. Based on the draft, okay, in terms of CC, no lockdown from the side of Parabellum, but they got enough slows at least and knockbacks as well. I'm gonna love the hard CC that is on the side of Team IPT from the hook. So that's good enough. But yeah, let's see how IPT plays there early in the game. Because if you get an idea on how your opponent is actually playing in an early stage of the game, at least by the next time you meet them, you know what to do. So wait, sorry. We fast forward too fast. Okay, here we go.
Game number 2.
Let us meet this first.
Let's have a champion time for everyone else.
Hello to Saina Perez, welcome to the stream. Hello Clyde. Okay, so this is not Tony Trewa and Aximans. On the red side is actually IPT and Parabellum Esports for the side of the blue team. So
the upright teams.
So let's try to understand why they went for a gank in here on the side of IPT. I'm pretty sure that they would want to make sure that it is not going to be the Grit taking advantage of the hook, basically the bark stab. But and I think that's the reason why they went for an invade. Anyway, they got the hook on the lineup, so they can confidently go for an invade in the early stage of the game. But let's see how they're gonna do it, how successful they are in doing it. Okay, I'm gonna be putting that one into full screen.
Right, and of course.
Okay, so that's just basically a safety. I think initially, if this is not a Groot in the composition of... Wait, maybe I should put my camera on it in a different place so that you can see. Maybe I should put my camera here instead. Sorry. Okay, there you go. Hopefully it doesn't look awkward. It feels like it's awkward. Wait. Let's flip it. Transform. Flip horizontally. Alright, is it okay now? I hope so. Okay. Let us continue. So, yeah, I believe if it's not actually a Grit on the composition on the blue side, they're not going to be doing that invade. So, they cannot actually either go for the invade or just to make sure that they're going to be blocking of this way. So that the Grit will not be able to, you know, make it hard for the jungle of the red team.
have it. We are
So that's
Oh,
good
wow.
protection. So you think about the composition. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses?
to be seeing
So
someone.
in this case, the blue side's strength in the early stage of the game is that Groot able to disrupt the
Invasions
jungle
here.
of
Really interesting stuff.
IPT.
They want to be careful again. This is the best of one six.
So-
Kiana's going to be the one junk
Usual,
into the top lane.
usual.
That's why it's super hard to anyone who plays, not just in the
Oh, by the way, I just noticed that there's no marksman on the side of Aximan, but it is a scary looking early magic damage because they got a Hela and an Iron Man.
river, but of course, to the whole south during not just this MSW, they miss the qualifiers without them being able to, push.
Pretty
it.
standard
Let's find out,
rotation,
though. I don't think we're
wherein
gonna
you
see-
clear your jungle and then you check who's got the prio, who's overextending. If there's an overextending opponent, then sure try to go for a gank.
Here before the Bast comes out. Albeit a hook.
Let's see before the Bast. Oh,
I
wait.
think we're gonna be seeing some
Oh, it's
clashes
lagging.
here.
This
Let's
is
find
not
out
on my
who's
end.
able
I
to
think
take
this is
in a
from
hook.
the
I think we're gonna
stream.
be seeing some team fights here immediately after the Groot here is going to be able to take in a hook into that
It's
of the
lagging,
bottom lane. I think
however.
immediately after the Groot here is going to be able to take.
Wait,
Let's
wait,
find out,
wait,
though.
wait,
I
wait.
don't think we're gonna be seeing some team fights here before the Bast comes out. Albeit, I think we're going to be seeing some team fights here immediately after the Groot here is going to be able to
Okay, the mistake, not really mistake,
take
but
in
I
a
think
hook
that was
into that of the bottom
unexpected.
lane. I think we're going to
I
see
think
some
the side of IPT should have be more attentive about as to okay, where is the jungler of the opponent now. That is why it's also important to do a jungle tracking. Who can do that? Actually, anyone from the team, you always report as to where was the opponent jungler was last seen. In this case, I believe the red side wasn't able to become aware about as to where the Deadpool was already. So that was a surprise attack when they saw the Hulk as well as Gambit overextending on the bot side. That was a very good
clashes here.
flavored
Let's find out what's happening in the
target. But fortunately
bottom lane
enough,
right there.
ooh,
And of course,
wait, we cannot
first KO right
see.
now,
It's
the
so
Groot is now
laggy.
down as well. First KO into the side of the IPT, but
Well, because the Hulk got a lockdown. Hello, good evening, Akisha. I'm just speaking in English because we've got some friends in here not from the Philippines, and they want to understand the analysis and stuff. So yeah. So because the Hulk got a lockdown, of course, they will be able to get a target and just focus fire on it. Sorry, kind of sleepy.
that's just
I'm yawning on the side.
coming up from
I
the
need
side
coffee.
of the IPT.
So
definitely
yeah,
well
still
played,
good for
Tommy.
still good first blood, but if Thor did not assist from the mid to the bot, maybe the first blood is gonna go in favor of the blue side. So it's a good reaction coming from Thor that he went on directly onto the bot right after he saw that there's the potential gank from the Iron Man as well as the Deadpool on the bot side part of the map, and things happened. But I believe that if the support on the side of IPT did not actually have a lockdown, a hard CC per se, then maybe it could be them being in danger. So
From
yeah.
that,
And I think it's kind of hard to pull off as well in this one because they on the side of the blue team they don't really have a marksman to
Thor, as
actually
we
free
know,
hit from the back line,
Ice is
or at least.
probably one of the best
But
junglers
yeah,
that we have
it,
here
it's
in
so-so. I mean, the reaction was good from the side of
And he
IPT.
knows the arsenals that he has. He knows when to go, he knows when to visit, and he knows when to set up.
Let us check.
That initiate. At the same time, they weren't bought at that route though. Have to bounce back from this.
I'm now sensing the kind of
Tips that I can
play
give to
from
them
the side of
is, they
IPT.
need
It
to
seems
create,
like
their own mini runs.
they
so that
like
they can
visiting
bring
the
the
mid,
momentum
and I believe
of
it is
IPT.
X-Line.
It is indeed true that
I believe
IPT
this is the
really
signature
strong, but
play
they
of
are not
IPT ever
invincible.
since
Remember, the first qualifier, they
season
have been
1,
outdone
wherein
by
they
Axeman.
always
And of
try to give
course,
that snowball
that is an opportunity
potential
for
on
all
the
the
mid
other
side.
teams
In particular,
to snatch
X-Line.
a win against
So they keep on visiting mid.
Look at this. We're seeing
Now the question is how do you work on a counterplay if that's the case.
Shokum is into the bottom lane.
So if that's the case, if they like visiting the mid in here to give that snowball potential onto X-Light, what you can do, the mid laner of the opponent can just, tower hog, play safe, and maybe go for a 3v2 gank or 4v2 gank. And if it's them gonna be abusing that lane, gonna be staying most of the time in the mid because of the visit from the jungle, then you can try to just go for a number game against them if you want to punish them for staying a bit long in the mid. Or if or you can also go for a counter gank on the other part of the map, which is the bot, you know, the bot side. Well, they don't have any marksman in there anyway.
Trying to wait for the minion waves to come in.
So but basically, the mid laner opponent, if you're up against IPT, always be careful in the mid because they love visiting the mid. They love visiting the
Want
mid.
to, you know, doesn't want to take their chances. Yeah. In
Let's see,
some
let's see.
initiations here. No, not quite enough, but into the middle lane, we are seeing some amateurs here, and here we have it. Of course, not quite enough though. Of course, we still have the passive here, of course, from the symbiotes into the venom, but
Okay.
at this early
No
game,
one's starting
it's
because
gonna be hard if you actually, you know, if
they
you
know
get a KO
everyone's
from
alive.
this early.
But nice try on finding a
Of course.
pick off.
Not quite.
In here, the blue side attempted to find a pick off before the Bast take, because if they successfully killed maybe Jubilee or Venom, then it's gonna be an easy Bast secure for them.
Enough though. Of course, we still have.
But
the
unfortunately, you know, Jubilee was able to back away, and also
But
the
at
Venom.
this early game, it's gonna be hard if you actually, you know, if you get a KO from this early on.
You know, I always think right now, especially for
No one's
the
starting
newest update,
because
that
everyone's
Venom is one
alive.
of the best heroes that we have right now here at Marvel Super War. One of the capabilities of his,
Oh
you know,
wait,
he has
why is that like? Wait.
I have to say, yeah.
mobility, he has the resurrection, he has the crowd
Oh.
control. It has everything that you would like to ask for any hero. So I think IPT choosing and going for Venom is actually a good technique.
But at the same time, though, like Venom is.
I like how
really
everyone's
good, especially
patiently
if-
waiting
if
here.
Venom actually
No one
scales.
wants to start
But if
because
you
again
fail
it's
to make
50-50.
Venom scale, then
You
it's
have to
gonna be,
find
you
a
know,
pick
the
off first as
resurrection.
much as possible.
The resurrection, the revive. Sorry, the revive passive is just a curse in the kit of Venom. But IPT is handling Venom real well. But look at this right
They just gotta be careful on Shukum in this one,
now. Whoever's going to be
because
able to win this
of
team fight
course
is
you'll be
going to
able to lock
take
down a
this Bast
particular
as well.
target.
As we can see, IPT is just using the Bast in order to bait
This is-
out PBE, and we're going
okay.
to be seeing some team fights right now. Murphy is going to be able to take down one. Oh, never mind. The Unibeam is coming out as well. Is going to be able to take down one as well. ICT is going down. Just like that, PBE is going to be able to take down the Bast as well, and they're going to be winning the team fight 4-7.
Okay, here we go. We will explain that part as to why they lost in that
and just
one.
like that, he is going down. And
Let's
he's
just
ended
go
up
back.
going down to
I wanna
take down
see
one
more
of them.
details.
Out take this Bast as well. As we can see,
Where's Sheckham?
IPT is just using the Bast in order to bait out PBE, and we're going to be seeing some team fights right now. Murphy is going to be able to.
Okay, here's the thing. What happened in there was, okay, everyone's patiently waiting, and actually the battle in here is that who's gonna be the most impatient one. The thing here is, it apparently IPT they lost their patience and they just want to go for the head start, maybe because they thought, okay, we got a marksman instead, we got a lockdown coming from the Hulk, and that's what I was waiting for. I don't know if Shukum is currently watching, but I was waiting for the Hulk here. Let's fast forward a little bit.
And we're going to be
You see this, right?
well, as
Okay,
we can
wait.
see, IPT is just using the Bast.
Okay.
In order.
The moment that Mephi showed himself, Linux showed himself, I was actually waiting for Shukum to turn around and zone out the rest of the members of Team PBE. But apparently everyone was just fully committed about getting the Bast. So I believe it was a mistake. I don't know. It was a mistake. Yeah. Correct, Drake. So I don't know, maybe because I believe Shukum is not really support main. So, you know, it could be a miscommunication as well. So, yeah, he should have turned around and just shove the members or go for that, you know, Balibag Gaming. I forgot the skill name, but Yeah, I should have done that. And I think that's the reason why the rest of the members on the side of PBE was able to come in the Bast bait. Because it doesn't matter what is happening on the top side anyway. So 1v1 situation, I can see if someone has a teleport, but no one is trying to teleport anyway in a team fight. But regardless, I think the mistake on the side of IPT in this one was that the Hulk wasn't able to shove the members of PBE, and thus they lost the team fight. And right even before he actually goes for the Balibag Gaming, he's already down. I think he was the first one to die. Yeah. He took a lot of damage from the magic. He took a lot of magic damage from Hela as well as Iron Man. So, but in general, I believe the idea of the gameplay of IPT is always gank mid. They always would want to punish mid for two reasons. For X-Light to go to snowball as early as possible, and with that said, again, Jubilee is kind of powerful in the current meta. So yeah, so they would want to give that extra early buffs or early snowball onto him. And at the same time, of course, if the opponent's mid laner is weak in the early or did not get the snowball, then they're gonna be having a hard time dishing a lot of damage. So yeah, and this was kind of wrong too. That was for Expert 78. The chase was super deep. He got attracted with a very low HP Iron Man, I believe. Wait, it's so noisy. So yeah, he got attracted onto that. But that's fine. The thing is, he did not respect the three members of PBE in that part. But I'm not too sure if he still survived this one. It's gonna be tough to survive this one because again, the snowball was there. We're talking about magic damage and stuff. So I think that was the mistake. Actually, I will call that the second mistake of IPT. The first one was in the bot side part of the map wherein they were quite overextended and not being mindful about where the opponent jungle was. The second was this dragon fight. And thus, ta-da! The first turret is down! Is it? Yeah. And again, that's it. That's it. That's basically where they started falling off. But to give you an idea of how IPT draft, so we're done with Aximans, at least for the first game. But how they actually draft is, let me just, it's more on, they make sure that the mid is a carry. So for the draft, I'll call it high carry mid, high carry snowball, snowbally mid, like that. And how their rotation is like is always gank mid. Always gank mid and give that snowball potential. So always gank mid. Very simple idea. And we all know that this is not the original IPT, so it's very understandable if in case they still have that, you know, you will watch, okay, they're not really that of synergized. But yeah, I don't get it how Hela can cancel Venom's passive. We can try it later. Later in the game, but wait, how many hours in here? 50, 60 minutes. Is it a bug or something? So yeah, I'm not gonna finish this match, but it's quite fast as I saw it. It's not a mistake on how, oh my goodness, that was a 9-minute game time. That was a 9-minute game time. So yeah, there's nothing wrong about their rotation, I believe. But I think it's very easy to counter. But again, the mistake isn't really about their rotation. It's more on how they execute their fight in objectives, just like what we mentioned a while ago. So far at least that is for IPT. Let's check the other teams. Next, IP3 versus Tony Trua. Tony Trua is the first team, right? Okay, Tony Trua.
When it comes to Mysterio, I think.
Okay.
From the jury out.
And no, no,
Let us check.
BDX can begin to stop it.
but right now we're seeing
Who's gonna be who's the mid? Is it X Light?
where Esports like
This is also a late game snowballing mid, as we can notice it. They got a good CC lock in here, at least coming from Captain America. High sustain with the top laner. And yeah, let's see how this will further pan out.
So you see the
Okay,
side of
let's
the
go into the game.
Again, guys, this is a very
Wow.
Oh wait,
Like IPP always
let
Esports
us
rather always
full screen that one.
that extra
Okay.
and how much
Okay, again, if there's a Groot, you can always take advantage of annoying your opponent jungle. But because these are pro teams, maybe they got an idea already. It was fine during the group stages because you know all teams are still getting to know each other and stuff. So yeah, let's see.
A lot of the teams right now, and we're seeing, I think, Dimitra Esports, they need to go for.
Oh, as you can see, gotta love what Torichua Esports did there. They went all mid, making sure that there is not gonna be a successful good Groot gank. Groot invade. Yeah. Always try to give protection onto your jungle. Hello Joshua! Thank you for dropping by. I'm just doing some water review.
definitely correct. But remember, the Iron Man of Rainume during the FE.
Support on the middle side. The first kill coming from X Light. Support on the middle.
Well, I think it is a micro
The same as well for there.
thingy in the mid.
Yeah, but right now we're seeing just like IPP always, like Esports rather always.
Getting caught off guard. Face check in the bush. Did not respect light on that one in the Thanos.
Support on the middle side. We're having I think the first kill coming from X Light.
Adam Warlock and Ant-Man on the top side pretty so-so.
Just go for
Well, at the other side. But we have witnessed the first kill coming from that X.
down again. Wow. Light.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna add this one up on the side of Imperium Pro Team. They always I think they changed this for Shukum. They probably asked him to just go roam around and find where the jungler is, and what more, he's actually a Groot, so we can always annoy the hell out of that Deadpool. So having the vision as to where the opponent jungle is good. Were you able to steal that? Where's the animation? Yeah, I was able to steal that. And that is gonna be slowing down the Deadpool on the side of Tony Trua Esports. As you can see, 600 gold for the Captain America and 500 gold for the Deadpool. That small amount still matters.
Having Groot with that hook is really definitely we're gonna put the jungler in pressure for the other side. But we have witnessed the first kill coming from that X-Light. Not just a kill, but with a thumbs up as well. So good job coming from X-Light there, able to deliver that final blow.
Let's see. What? Ixie! What was that? I think a good... I don't know, wait, let's review that. Was it too obvious in trying to go for a gap on that one? Oh. I think that was... I think I can blame him, not too sure. thinking about if it could have still been avoided. Oh yeah, I think he should have not dashed in under the turret right after knowing that it's gonna be a 3v3 situation. What more, they do not have the minion wave as well. Mm.
For that Captain America, that was a very messy.
This time, they didn't really go for mid gank and stuff. I think they just only do it when
For IPT,
if it's actually X-Light is actually on a mage type
able to take out.
of mid laner in this one, because I can see that there's not a specific pattern as to how IPD is actually playing their game. It's like it's playing by ear. It depends on the situation for each of the lanes, so it's kind of hard to guess on how they're actually going to be rotated. It can be a disadvantage, and it can be both an advantage and disadvantage. An advantage because it's going to be hard for their opponent to check what play they would want to do in different setups. Second of all, it is quite a disadvantage, only of course if themselves they don't have that self-identity as of yet, like, because again, this is not the original 5-man lineup of IPT, and having a different jungler could definitely affect your rotations. So what I mean is, because of course the jungler will be the one who's driving the seat as to where's our next gank, where's our next objective gonna be. So yeah, but we'll see how this goes. I mean, they got a lot of days right before Saturday to check on what they gotta improve. Not really gonna be calling sorry for this, not really gonna be calling IPT being the best among the 4, but I'm pretty sure with X-Light's guidance they can still, you know, solidify things out. So yeah.
Right now we're seeing some, not just small
One, I think the mid is not able to get that hook against.
The chance of IPT winning this one will definitely be that Thanos snowballing and that Adam Warlock snowballing as well. You know, high sustain, high damage at the same time.
Yeah, but right now, but still, it's like using the Thanos, like you said, not to try to go
As they can. Good
First dragon take.
IPT.
yeah, but right now, or rather, just the power snow. Let's take a look if not gonna be give them a huge amount of damage. Trying to go wide with a what a damage.
The stronger the heroes are, and the damage of Thanos was felt there by that Iron Man. And
Oh, there you go. This is what we talk about. Fine, they pick off, like, if your opponent doesn't have a vision in a way as to where you currently are, try to find a pick off. Don't start the objective. Go for the hook, and there you go. And they got the advantage in terms of numbers because there's no Ant-Man that is present in the game,
Esports and
so definitely they can start it.
no zone out for them, and
And yeah, Shukum is finally doing the job as a support, but unfortunately, someone got in and still the Bast. But they can win the team fight, so regardless. And taking down a lot of members from the side of Tony True Esports, they will be able to go for, you know, a turret push. And looks like they're eyeing in the bot as well as maybe in the mid. So yeah, that's still okay, even if it was stolen, because again, that's fine. Okay, that was just, of course, that was just quite unfortunate that it got stolen by Tony Trua. But the thing here that is, IPD was able to successfully pull off a gank. See this one? This is what made them win that fight. This is what made them able to take turrets in the bot or in the mid. So right after taking him down, sure, let us go. Let us start the dragon. Sorry, no, not dragon. The Bast. Let us start the Bast. At least I did not say turtle. Yeah. So yeah, there's the zone out. A lot of people zoning out. But still, maybe Shukum doesn't have the, you know, Balibag gaming on that one. Not too sure. No. No, he's not the hook of this one. He's the grip. So still able to come in Everyone coming in and just go for the steal. There you go. But then again, even that so happened,
That goes in. Goes for that one.
because of numbers advantage, they still won the team fight. IPTS and with members of 22 esports members going down, they are able to go for a push. Sorry, Panda user. At least I did not say turtle. So yeah, and I think with that, two turrets going down, that's gonna be the rest can be history. This is a matter of them capitalizing the lead. Again, the early game is very important for you to have a good life later on in the mid to later parts of the game. The switch happened, and that's super usual because the bottom turret is already down. Let's go focus on the top side already. There's just one member up in there from the opponent's side, so it's gonna be a numbers advantage for us because it's 4 of us. Light, Synquon, Igzy, and Shukum, they can dive onto this particular target hiding in the bush. But of course, Adam Warlock must inform the teammates that, hey, it's gonna be an even fight because it's gonna be a 4v4 if in case. So he must join that team fight. If this one gets pushed, that's totally okay because it's still, it's still gonna be a trade. And I believe, so if this turret gets pushed by Deadpool, that's fine because the Imperial Pro Team can get this kill, can get the turret, and can still win the team fight. Because again, it's gonna be a 5v4 situation in case. Let's see what will happen though. Haven't watched this, I'm just guessing. Oh, there you go. And again, numbers advantage.
Easy taking down this Iron Man, but the whole smash coming from the girl trying to get on this one, but big using that extra.
Yeah, numbers advantage. And of course, I like what Shukum did in there. Did not chase any kills, he just focused on the turret because his teammates are already creating the space for him to focus fire on the turret.
Taking down this Iron Man, but the whole smash coming from the girl trying to get on this one, but big using that extra. You need to go back down and destroy the tower.
So yeah, the rest is history. I mean, it's understandable. That's a win. So again, recap. Oh, you know what? Aquaman. What? No! Wait! No, not Aquaman! Not Aquaman. What? No, that's very different! Oh my god! Should have said Neymar. Aximans! Again! Okay, never mind. So, Imperial Pro Team, different styles in terms of rotation. They always try to gank mid. Their support roams around, and they always try to draft a high carry snowball mid because we all know how X-Light plays. Right. Okay. Let's see. What else can we review? Don't hate me. Okay. Let us see. What's next? Let's play some music first. While we find the next match that we will review. So I still got some few minutes of showing you guys some VOD reviews of other teams. Oh wait, that was a long break. What? Okay, that was a long break. What's next? Aximans versus PBE. Parabellum. Let's see if the same thing as to how they actually draft. Oh. Wait, I'm confused. Okay, blue side, PBE I assume, and Aximans on the right side. So this time, Faye did not play. Okay. So C. Feels like it is the same thing with regards to how they actually draft. So they like drafting a fast split push marksman like that of Starlord. So maybe the teams in the future can watch history. What? What? Highlights? What? What are you talking about, TJ? Okay, so I think in the future, what during the playoffs, you can actually cancel what is the strong point of your opponent. Like for example, for Aximan, they're very good in pulling off compositions that has high split push and fast push marksman. And for their top laner, high sustain, we can even call that for Thor. Can Respo? Yes, I believe so, because it's a way to what? Why should I do that? I'm currently doing VOD reviews of series 2, so I'm not gonna be checking out series 1 meantime. So yeah. Hey, hello, welcome back, BJ. I was able to just point out some of the stuff about what you did a while ago. You did not zone out the opponent while you were a hook. So yeah. Yeah, still pretty same. They love running a Star-Lord split pusher. Yeah. So let's just watch how they're gonna be playing. Okay, let me just mute the BGM first. Let us listen to the game sounds.
Just like that one snap.
Mm-hmm.
This is healing definitely. That's his strength. Man. But
Okay, let us go.
the last, the before the rebirth,
Ooh.
Mantis, version of Mantis.
Hello to Kyle
Madigan.
Madigan.
So, let's find out though, like.
Gotta love the hidden strategy in here by PvE, by the way. Everyone hiding in the bush.
But let's find out though.
Cutting the minion waves. Let's see how successful they will be on that one.
Minion waves immediately. Just like that one snap. Boom. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They were gonna snap. They got snapped. But at the same time, of course, we have Aximans going to invade some. Going to invade the jungle as well. But
Okay, I love the different kind of playstyle, but I'm curious about if it actually give them an advantage. Okay, love it. They're very creative about their rotation. This is the first time I see this. Okay, so gotta admit, gotta love what was in the plan of PvE on this one. First of all, of course, the idea of cutting the minion waves up top is that for their top laner to be able to join any potential any additional roams that they will do in the map, and that is definitely will allow the opponent top laner to be pressured into, as you can see, there was a teleport that came in from the Thor going back to the top side. So let's just fast forward a little bit. So when the minion waves are already crashing towards the turret on the top side, Thor was actually forced to just back away. Penge, Gushan Skin. Shoutout kay idol ko. Idol Kion. Idol daw niya mag MSW, sabi ni Kyle. So the moment the Thor saw that the minion waves are actually crashing on the top side part of the map, he just resolved onto just using the teleport. So the idea from PvE was to just basically starve the jungle camp. It's not just 1 or 2 buffs, but also the minion waves up top. Fast clear mid, basically rotate and help each other, and go for more 5-man rotation. Knowing that the Thor was actually on the top side, they know that they got the upper advantage up against Aximan. So it's gonna be a 4v5 situation in case. And I think they got the first KO.
They have all the leads that they have right now. Of course, look at this right now. 5 versus 3. No, make that force. Is coming into a response. But look at that, Simple not gonna do anything at all. Scout.
Yeah, the first one came out, and I think after this they should have just backed away. I mean, again, when you rotate onto a particular map, you should always have a goal set in your mind. Okay, so if because this is dangerous. Although we are seeing that PBE was actually winning the rotations that they have been doing in the map, but the thing in here is they could still get punished. Why or how? Because right after they took this buff, or maybe even got the first KO, they should have just backed away. So yes, he got the lead, but don't choke it out. Don't choke it out. So that's enough. That's enough. They have been prolonged long enough on that part of the map that their members Kion as well as Mephi are already half-life. So I think that should have been enough. Or else, you know, members who just died from the side of PGS or Aximans could have just resurrected and helped out.
All right now, and they are going to disengage on what just happened.
So yeah, but gotta love that rotation, I admit. Just, you know, very, very, very slither of dangerous play that just happened about overextending in this area. That, in any way, maybe someone called, hey, we have been overextending for quite a long time already. Let's just back. We already got the blue buff and the red buff, and that's fine. We got the KO, first KO, so that's good enough. So yeah, let's take a look at the first objective.
Really huge early game for for PPE, and they were just really able to dominate. They were able to invade. Were able to, you know, demolish the Rip Wave. And look at this coming in right now. Astray is going to deal a lot of damage. No, not quite enough though. This Kion going away, wanting to escape.
Gotta love the respo. Okay, let's see where is the mistake on the side of Parabellum on that part. And again, they love drafting on the side of Aximan. They love drafting a high sustain hero. So the question in here, was that a good idea that they're going to be ganking this top side?
This is really huge.
Maybe,
Really huge early game
but
for
maybe only if
PPE, and
like
they were
his life is already chunked down. But looking at this one, he's still very healthy and all. Let's take a look at if there's actually a prio in the mid. It's just neutral. It is just neutral in this one. So I think it should have been shoved first. Like put a lot of pressure on that part of the map. And yeah, once you put the pressure on the map, then it's actually safe to go up. But the thing here, the Iron Man is already in there, and the minion waves in here are just actually neutralized. So there is no pressure that was given onto Hela. So Hela doesn't mind if he doesn't clear the minion waves in the mid, but instead he's gonna be helping out the top side. So
huge early game for
and the thing here, why are gonna be ganking still a very healthy Thor. So I think the gank should have just happened either in the mid or maybe in the bot, because again, Ian wasn't really overextending on the top side and he's still healthy. So I felt like it was quite a wasted visit. They spent 4 members up there up top.
they were just really able
Did they spend any skills? I am not sure because it's not seen in the camera. Oh yeah, I believe they did. I believe they spent some skills. So the moment that there was the backup from the side of Aximan, they don't have. Some of their skills are already in cooldown. Yeah, and they're also scattered across the map. As you can see, the Grit is right over in here. Iron Man went back in here. Ian is again. Aximan loves to draft a high sustain top laner. So yeah. And thus they got punished. Yeah, I think it's more of the timing. It's more of the timing that wasn't the mistake on the side of Parabellum, because they did not check if it's really gankable. So before you plan a gank, like you should of course make sure that it is really gankable. Because if not, then your visit is just gonna be put into waste. What more, gonna be wasting the time of your jungler as a jungler that, hey, I made a visit in this part of the map, but then again, nothing happened. So the moment that you're actually planning for a gank that has actually failed, your opponent jungler has already farmed more than yours. So yeah, in that case, if we take a look at this one, you know, Aximan is actually able to come up. I mean to catch up rather. So that's the gold lead that they got as well.
Takedown tree, Hella, and yes,
So yeah,
very and Aximan
it was basically the timing, I believe. And again, before you visit a particular oof. Hey! Hello, Alberto Manuel. Thank you for the 10 stars. Conspiracy 1, Rainume. Said TJ. Conspiracy Anti-Kidlat. Okay, so yeah, always before you visit a particular lane other than yours, try to clear yours first. You know, put a lot of pressure.
answering.
Put some pressure on the lane.
Yeah, I totally agree on that. Actually,
So
Aximan's fire bombs are flying as well.
and now when they got back, when they got the momentum back, you know, they just go for the invade because again, Emma Frost, you know, kind of they lost the early momentum that they got because of that failed gank up top. And now it is them getting invaded, and yeah, the rest is history. See, so it all boiled down onto
I don't think that is a
what will happen. It will all boil down on what will happen in the early stages of the game.
team. It wasn't a big team fight, so definitely they would still be
Let us see.
fast.
And somehow,
So still the same thing as I can see it. Still Aximan, you know, even if you change the heroes, of course, still the same thing. Their marksman is a fast pusher, split pusher type of hero. Your top laner should be high sustain as well. So yeah, oops, I just received a message. Okay. So yeah, however though, let's still try to take a look at what else is gonna be happening in here. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the before the objective
Try to
fight.
get an ambush, and right now the Bast is now out. They're just trying. They're just going to be able to try to bait this out. But look at that ult coming out from Linus right now. But Aximan's going to be able to take down the Bast.
Okay,
out.
now we ask ourselves,
Just trying.
why, in this case, why are they too confident about starting the Bast? Thor is really OP with good Mantis users, said Alberto. I mean, the AoE damage. There's a lot of AoE damage in here. Hela and the Thor as well. So that's gonna hurt a lot if everything, all of their AoE damage will connect onto you.
Going to be able to try,
So I believe the reason why they're actually very confident about taking this one, even though, you know, the opponent is just nearby, is because they probably know that the Thor is with them, right? So, and I think they do believe that wait, because we cannot see if Thor is actually still has the teleport, but regardless, minion waves in here are neutral. Probably Thor actually has this trust about, okay, Venom will not be able to go for a fast push on the top side anyway. Let's just go for a fast Bast take, and I will just teleport back onto the top side if in case. So here we go. They are readying all their skills. So I'm gonna go for a setup, AoE damage of course, and the secure. So this is also about knowing your composition. Like, you check your composition if it's actually viable. Is it viable to have the 50-50 situation in a particular fight? So if your composition has a lot of AoE damage, sure, why not? You can take the 50-50 chance if you are sure about securing or making sure that you'll be spending your spells, your AoE damage, right before you secure the objective. So I think that's in this case, that is what actually has happened. They are very confident about it, but again, that's 50-50. There's the chance that this could has still been stolen, but wait. Yeah, well, apparently
bait this out.
Emma Frost
Right now.
did not get an opportunity. Go for some charms, but will not work out because, of course, Emma Frost is squishier than a Captain America, and it's kind of risky. I mean, maybe we ask ourselves what Parabellum could have done in this kind of situation. That okay, they're starting. What should have we done? If okay, two choices, two options actually. If they know that their opponent that is actually super good in clashes has already contested the Bast, then let's just go for a cross map play. Let's just go help Venom push the top side, or maybe let's just push the bot or the mid. Like probably get two turrets, the top and the mid, or the top and the bot, because again it is 50-50 trying to go for a steal on this one. And at the same time, if you talk about composition number games, 5v4, definitely you're gonna lose. You don't have the Venom on your side to actually flank, right? And at the same time, their composition is more reliable on team fights than yours, because again, they got the Captain America that can frontline, and at the same time they got the Thor as well that can frontline too, and the Hela just scattering all of this AoE damage, and even the Star-Lord. So you know, judging the situation, and I know for sure that if you are actually playing in the game, if you are in the battlefield, it's gonna be tough to quickly judge what the situation is. But I believe that it can be trained if you keep on, if you keep on competing, if you keep on doing 5-mans with your team and practicing everything, you'll be it's just gonna be a muscle reflex. So yeah,
To bait this.
and this part, so yeah, at least nice try, but if it failed already, it wasn't stolen, don't fight anymore. You know you're gonna be on the losing side because it's a 5v4 situation. And the rest is history. I believe Vaximan won this game, even though we saw a really good rotation early game time by PBA. Again, execution, the macro play and decision making during objectives. So yeah, I believe it was, let me guess, it was Aximan who won this game. Yeah, I believe so. Is it them? Yeah, they got the full map control, so pretty sure it's them who won this game.
I think the
Oh, quite a long game. Let's see.
subjectively the team what I'm doing.
Yeah, no turrets has fallen down as if yet on the side of Aximan.
Take over as I meant, they're gonna be able to find Mep and
So I think another note that I can add on the side of Aximan will be they love running a composition that has like team fight based composition. They love running that kind of composition. Waiting Wolverine coming. Let hero revamp and changes, said TJ. So yeah.
and Ray Newman is going for
Hmm.
one left for a PvE, and I think this is going
Let
to
us
be
check what else we can review.
just like that.
I still got 30 minutes to give you some more VODs.
No, that was the second game of the day.
Let's check.
Congratulations.
What is this? Okay. Let's not review this one anymore because they didn't get in. I would want to review the teams who's actually got in the playoffs. So I'm just fine. Oh, my back hurts. My back hurts. I want a massage. I miss having a massage. So, oh, Parabellum again? Anthony Dua?
Give that little push for them.
Mate. Okay, what's next? What is next? Okay, that's a lot of break. IPT versus Aximan. Oof. I I almost took my microphone to drink some water because I want to drink some water. I'm thirsty. All right. Hey. Okay. Now we check out IPT. X-Lite got the. Let's pause this. X-Lite got
And also
the
Hella.
Jubilee once
That's a
more.
really good pick-up.
This is what has worked on their side a while ago.
Hella. I mean, Hella is a convert of Venom.
So
we decided to get
I can still
Hella
remember
so that
Jubilee
there will be no
and
conflict
then
on
Groot. So yeah, I gotta love the CC. They got two ways to CC lock a particular target because they got the hook as well as Ixie on
I
the
did not see this
Captain
coming.
America jungle as well.
Ian's is the frontliner of
However, I also gotta love
but let's see.
the-
They still have the final slot. Probably they will do some
the Ant-Man and the Hela.
basically
So there's one CC lock in the form of Mantis,
incredible hope.
AoE damage coming from both
The top lane.
Hela as well as, of course,
Because I think
Doctor
he
Strange.
knows that
But shout out Ninang Kaisaya, said Rufus. Huge shout outs to you, Rufus. Hope IPT go win again, said TJ Sky Costello.
Definitely.
Ooh, we got an IPT fan in here.
The X-Lite perfect
Okay, let's
as
check.
Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange going head to head with War Machine, and I think it's a good option since both of them has the distance.
it's not gonna be enough. because
Missing
they're
Jungle
not-
King and Xperia. Oh, they dove into a different game already.
What would I
But yeah, let's
We don't have any
Oof.
to that.
thing is that others
Replay.
both have the balance because of capable of the
Okay, here we
burst,
go.
and also the range of having Doctor Strange on the Axeman, and also for the IPD they get the what do you call this, War Machine.
Yeah. Okay, let us check. Okay, let's just double check their composition here if it still is according on to what we have actually taken a note from a while ago, or if they are actually running new composition. So for the side of IPT, we mentioned they like drafting a high carry, snowbally mid, and again that is the Jubilee in the hands of X-Lite. And yeah, same thing, roaming support. I think we can call it their draft as well, having a tank support, more on tank support that can zone. Okay, so we can add that in the notes for Imperium Pro Team. Because as an example, a while ago, we saw that Shukum actually run a Hawk support and a Groot support. So for the side of Aximan, who's their top laner? Okay, same thing. I believe. Wait. Who's they don't really have a marksman in here. Who's their bot laner? Is it gonna be Hela? So I think it's still kind of the same thing. If not split push, he is fast push. But let's double check. Let me just double check.
You're the not reflected player.
Yeah, it's Hela. So yes, maybe it's not Hela, but it can clear minion waves fast. Let's just say it clear minion waves fast. Okay. And their top laner is still the same thing, high sustain, and can respo really fast. And we can still call it a team fight based composition because again with the engage that the Ant-Man can do, and maybe even the Mantis can set, sure they are still team fight based composition. But let's see how they will actually gonna be running this one. PvE XC into IPT XC. Thanks by XC surprise on his stream. Ooh. Okay, let's check. No invaders happen in this one, if I recall correctly. We're gonna be drinking some water again. Okay. Let's go for a full screen mode.
For me, I'll go for. I'm just on here on the middle lane, the middle side.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's a good thing. But I've seen earlier the combination of Phenom and Hela. And it was actually
Huh.
really works out fine on their favor. So let's see if that combination made by PvE
No
will also
invades
be,
has happened.
reflected as favor.
I think it's primarily because
for the
um,
also with the precision guidance. So
yeah, they blocked the entrance of Grit. So you should always try to expect that. If there's a Grit in your opponent, expect some annoyance from
But that's a
him.
good thing. But I've seen earlier the combination of Venom and Hela, and it was actually really works out fine on their favor. So let's see if that combination made by PvE will also be, reflected as well by the side of Accident.
yeah, there's a little skirmish against a good on the jump. That's Scout. He knows very well in terms of hooking or annoying enemies by using good or other support. But on the middle,
It's the same thing. I
but then
mean,
again,
always visit.
jungle
So what they're doing is not really okay. Gank mid. Okay, let's just put it this way. What they do in here. We mentioned about always gank mid. So it could either be the jungle mid or support mid. So for as long as there's someone with the mid laner of IPT that is gonna be helping him out in fast clearing the minion waves and hopefully getting a first KO.
little skirmish against a good on the jungle side.
So yeah, again, just like I mentioned, if you're up against IPT, always be careful in the mid because they love helping X-Light in the mid.
Or annoying enemies by using good or other support. But on the middle side, we're having a little skirmish trying to
Okay.
annoy these heroes.
Happening right now on the top side lane, it looks like Hulk is battling.
And again, like I
against
mentioned,
Indians, but it looks
they
like
love a roaming
there's
support.
no blood.
And in this kind of setup, what you would love to gank is the lone. If you are up against IPT, you would love to gank the solo marksman because you know that the support is roaming. You just gotta play safe in the mid, and maybe the jungler can roam around in here and gank War Machine.
being shed.
I know maybe like they should shove in here really fast, and the jungle of Aximan ganking, diving to get that
But,
first KO up
Van
against.
Astra here knows where Shokam is.
Up against the
and he was able to
War
push the
Machine.
symbiote.
Yeah, well, another thing coming from Ox. So the thing is,
So yeah.
if you have anything,
For the side of Axe part of the game, as we know, at the latter part.
something
of
happened on the top side.
Ian here is practicing and
Oh wait, I did not see that. What kind of rotation that has happened? Okay. Oh here. Thing here is again they love visiting the mid. Again, we keep on repeating on how IPT plays this. They keep on visiting the mid, helping out in shoving the minion waves, and they're gonna be rotating all together. It's like, hey, I'm gonna fetch you. Jubilee, help me gank the top side, and let's just go for the 1v2, or rather 2v3 fight.
But the first blood has been drawn.
And that's fine. If that's the only goal, then it's fine. You don't really have to overextend. And maybe if there's a wave that is crashing in your turret, just call your support to, maybe you can get it for me because so that it won't be hitting our turret.
managed to go for a trade-off, so it becomes a feat. No, it's not gonna be enough because here comes the what with a shockwave and the horse master. Super Sonic coming from Ian. What's gonna be?
Okay, so other things to know. Actually, both of them, they like setting up ganks. Other things like we can add on to Aximan. Love ganks. They love ganks. Yeah. Ganks on opponents, weak side. Okay, why did we call it is already the weak side? Because they already got the first blood in that area and they just would want to capitalize that on over and over again. Because sure, why not? Because in your mindset, okay, when you thought you were safe already, let's see in this one. Ian's probably thought about, okay,
But the first blood has been drawn.
after that first blood, well, Ant-Man was dead. Okay, maybe they thought that Captain America already left. So, but it's not the case. It's not the case. They went in the bush and find another casualty on the side of Aximan, and here you go.
But no, it's not gonna be enough.
So that's another, like, you know, another strategy on how you gank out your opponent. So it's kind of sad for the Ant-Man already, because he's got 0-2 at the early stages of the game. So that's gonna give IPT that momentum
They
in
have been able to start
winning
putting
this
pressure here
lane.
at the end.
So once they put a lot of pressure on the top side part of the map, right even before the Bast comes up, then, you know, it's gonna be an easy
They don't want
contestation
to,
later on.
Put confidence on that Ian's at the latter part of the game. That was a very
Ixie
strong
can
run
Doctor
from
Strange jungle. His board is a jungler. Shoutouts to
second blood
Ixie.
against that Ant-Man.
Yeah, but I
Ixie,
think
Ixie.
They have a plan. IPT has a plan for Aximan. I think
Mhm.
one of the
Okay, they did not get a turret, but definitely we know that this Ant-Man is already way pressured. I mean, he's got 1.3k. We compare that to what the Hulk has and what the Captain America has. And at the same time, you can see this information that Ant-Man doesn't have an ultimate already, as well as Doctor Strange. Oh, they love ganking the tap. And again, pick side of your opponent. Just keep on ganking it. Bullying Eons in that part. Here we go. Did I take note of that already? Yeah, here. Imperium Pro Team, they love ganking on opponent's weak side. Yeah. Okay.
Vanguard coming from Ixia, another victory streak to the 3-0, and all that 3 score.
So that's a 0-3-0. Ant-Man already.
What do
Ian's
you
right
think?
now should wake up the shifting this unnecessary.
So let's see.
Can destroy the Venom right, the hook, and the Bast is up.
Oh, I think comes Venom trying to kill Jubilee, but Jubilee is still having the support coming from Shukam. Is a really good response in time, but
They're all
it's
chunked
not
down.
because Ant-Man heroes and this, yeah.
Let's see how they will go in this time. Okay, this is very dangerous. I mean, they are the one who's currently on the deficit side, Aximansis, but they're the one who's actually starting this up. So this is gonna be looking scary unless they're very confident about that 50-50 chance of securing this objective. But problem, what was the problem? We gotta pinpoint the problem in that
They
one.
always do. They always started
I think Mantis
fast. They always start
zoned out.
objective wave.
Oh, he flat. Okay, well, wait, no, he blinked in. Was that the correct term? Blink. He blinked in and tried to go for an ultimate onto X-Light.
On the other hand, goes for the first
But, oh my, that was a mistake. Oh my. Well, if you are, you know, if you are a squishy support, you should have just, you know, stayed on the back line, give some heals and all. And if someone tries to reach out for your marksman, or well, you don't have a marksman, or your other backliner that you would want to protect, then you just go for the ultimate stun. You know, I mean, yeah, this is the ultimate. But flashing in, you're not a tank.
fast. They always start the block.
So take a look at this one. Let's put it into slow-mo. Okay. Slow-mo. You're not a tank. Oh, there! Did you see it? He flashed. Oh no, he blinked. Is it blink? Sorry. Keep on saying. Scout blinked in, and that usually you would wanna reserve your. I mean, this is not a sure kill, so I think that was a mistake on the part of Scout in particular, going for that. And Ixie was just waiting for a potential steal, which has actually happened. So that was a mistake on the side of the support of Aximan.
Goes for the first kill.
Again, he's not a tank, and yeah, he's dead. He's dead. No more support.
Simple.
Well, yeah, they could have won that fight if he did not flash in.
Down.
So let's put it back into normal speed.
Symbiote. Venom is here trying to kill. Shutdown coming from Ians, but that's gonna be enough. Thanks for
Okay, okay. Oh, there's a lot of team fight that has happened. I thought it's gonna be an all-in IPT. But wait, let's take a review. Flashed in here. Wait, let us put it into slow-mo. Shakom lang malakas, said Shakom. Shakalakala. Okay.
Other hand goes for the first kill, but first kill goes
Okay, they are divided. Ixie is in here taking some damage from members of Aximans, and at the same time while he's trying to actually go for a steal. He went for a steal and that's successful. Shukam is super low. It is divided. I think that the backup came in late from 470. Okay, that's understandable already. When Ixie died, I mean he stole the Bast anyway. But okay, what else just happened? I think 470 maybe should have not just backed up because he lost his teammates already. Okay. Okay, that is looking scary. I mean, the slow-mo. Very scattered team fight, to be honest. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue.
They managed to get fight, but then again, the casualty coming from IPT.
But I gotta love the push that is happening in here, down bottom part of the map. Okay, so first of all, in here, nice attempt for a steal. Okay, both of the teams has a mistake. They both has a mistake on that particular fight. First of all, Scout going for the blink in and ult, which of course caused him to die. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe for some it is okay, but I just don't like a support that is actually dying for the life of his teammate, because it's always best to you know, be able to survive and be the one who's actually the last to get killed. But yeah, I think the moment that Ixie already secured or has stolen this Bast, maybe 470 should have not just backed up, because look at the lives of the rest of his teammates. Ixie is super low. Sync, X-Light is no longer in the picture. No, he's still in the picture, but he's super low as well. I think it was Groot, Shakum, who actually died, yes. So there's no point in backing up anyway, because first of all, it was a late backup. I think he was busy doing something else on the top side, so he just sacrificed his life already. But the good news on this part is at least looks like IPD was able to go for do some push on the bot side, and X-Light was able to defend the mid. And I think the reason why the Hawk came in late was he was actually going for a split push work on the top side. But I guess okay, that's good already. That's a plus. That's okay. He went for an early push, first turret take in the top side, and they were able to steal the Bast, and they were able to get the bottom turret, and that's good enough. But I think the only mistake on the side of IPT was that the Hawk should have not just teleported or walked in here, because there's nothing else to do. The teammates are super low. Iggy was super low, so that's okay enough. He maybe should have just pressured the mid, and maybe later on they will able to put more pressure in that part of the map. And on the side of Aximan, the mistake was very much a front-lining Mantis. So he died in first, and yeah. Maybe I believe the Mantis should have just reserved that ultimate when Ixie came in. You remember when Ixie came in here? Let's go back. Okay. So Ixie, if the ultimate of Mantis was reserved onto Ixie, then no steal will happen, right? So yeah, things happened. Okay. So I think what I will add on to the kind of playstyle of Imperium Pro Dem, there is always the prio and the turrets objectives. turrets are more objectives than turrets are more important than objectives. If I say objectives, I talk about like that of the Bast, yeah.
PPT,
So yeah,
I think
okay.
we're just gonna be finishing this
match, and then gonna go for an outro because we're almost live for 2 hours. Then maybe on my next Marvel Super War stream is gonna be the day 2 review of the group stages. So we're gonna be talking about Saints and Digital Devils Zeus. So for today it's IPT and Aximans.
Hella 2K. So that's why Paul as
So yeah, I mean,
Aximans can turn this game up.
it's more how I let me guess. I think IPT won this. Is it? Or was there a turnaround? Because that was a good start on the side of IPT. But I think there was a bush check. Yeah, Hella deals a lot of way too much damage.
That man couldn't stand it.
Yeah, but still a crucial thing. Yeah, the red buff for me, but yep, yeah, this year trying to protect.
Okay, I have a guess that IPT actually won this game, but we'll just summarize. I mean, they got an early lead already, and they just have to basically manage all of the rest of the things that must be taken in here. But if there's a comeback, we can review it. Yeah. They won, and again, I believe in the future Char. So there you go. I hope this helps. I'm gonna be showing you this in the big screen again. So Aximans, they love drafting in their bot lane. They love a hero that can what? Embarrassing what? So Aximans, they love drafting a hero that is very fast in terms of clearing the minion waves. So we saw them always run Star-Lord, Hela, you know, can clear fast, and on the top side, they always love drafting a high sustain that can also respond really fast in ganks, in team fights, and they love overall drafting a team fight based composition. That's why in their matches that we saw on day 1, they will always be the one that is, you know, super confident about, okay, let's go for the team fight. We are 5 in here. Let's just go for it. And yeah, their rotation, they in the early stages of the game, they always try to find a gank on the top side, since it's understandable also because their top laner that they would draft always has this high sustain. So yeah, and also has the, you know, the CC. So I also already mentioned in here, you know, the kind of rotation that they would do. And for the side of IPT, they like a high carry snowball mid, and they always would run a tank support that can of course zone, like Hawk and, you know, Groot as well. They always try to gank a mid, so it's either the jungle or the mid or the support in the mid. For as long as right after helping out the mid, they were going to be roaming around a different area of the map and find a pick-off. And because the support is roaming, they usually would know where their opponent jungle is, and they always keep on repeating a gank on the weak side of the opponent. So just like what we saw a while ago up against Aximan, when they already punished the Ant-Man, they just keep on repeating it until the Ant-Man is found to be not useful anymore. And that's the reason why the top laner on the side of IPT is actually able to go for a fast push in the top side, because his opponent top laner can't do anything else. And yeah, they gotta focus on turrets more than the objectives. Alright, so yeah, I think that was it for my you know, VOD review stream. It was kinda exhausting to keep on talking for straight 2 hours explaining stuff, but I hope those who actually love competitive, especially the teams who's actually participating on this tournament, Aximans, IPT, Saints, and And Digital Devils will find this review useful. At least, you know, because these are coming from my perspective as a caster analyst as well. So yeah, how many? Yeah, it's exactly 2 hours. So I'm just gonna give you shout outs to everyone who was on the stream. TJ Sky, Costello, also, we can see Cedric, Kindred, Jeremiah in here. Huge shout outs to BJ Hernandez as well. I'm gonna log out. Meantime, guys, see you on my next stream. Bye!